Guys, um, same day, different video. Um, now, this is going to be a pretty short video. I'm just going to go ahead and get to the point. This video, I want to address whether or not we as Black people need leadership. Now, we see um, we see all throughout history where we as Black people have been given a leader, a spokesperson, even an organization or whatever to speak for us on behalf of us as a whole. And I think the problem with that is that, just as I said, it's been given to us. It's never really been someone that we, the people, have had voice enough to say, that's who we want. This is who we want to speak for us. Because they have always been self-appointed by the ruling class to speak for us. And Black people have been loyal, they've been faithful, they've stood behind these shysters, and they have supported them, and these people have turned out to basically make a joke out of us, which we have been here in America for hundreds of years. We've been basically just the butt of jokes, basically. Um, and they stand up with these leaders and they have them preach this and oh yes, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna rise, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that, and it's just a bunch of rhetoric, because these people are ones who are being controlled by the ruling class. These people are ones who are there is I'm gonna give this guy some more. I talked about him in another video, but I'm going to give this guy some publicity. Once again, the irritated genie. If at all possible, please, there is a video that he has called From the Plantation to the Pulpit. Now, if you can get that video, please, because it shows exactly how they established the preacher from the plantation to be the voice for all the slaves, to keep the slaves calm, keep the slaves docile, to keep them hoping for a better day, a brighter day, hoping that, you may have to suffer now, you may not get yours now, but you'll get it in the hereafter, in the by and by. While the master is getting everything. He's getting paradise. He's getting the world. He's getting everything. As long as you're down, don't have anything, and you're not standing in his way, he can step right on over you and he can take the world. But they've left us with hope. That's what they've given us, hope. Another famous big time dude, keep hope alive. That's all we have really truly had here on this soil is hope. That's what we still have, is hope. Now, sometimes, somewhere along the line, hope needs to come to fruition. There has been no hope. We really, a family member of mine was talking to one of their older relatives who, well, let me not go there. We have been in a state of pure chaos, pure running around like chickens with our heads cut off, because we don't know what to do. We don't. I hear a lot of times, I'll hear, sometimes if a demand is made by a group of Black people or by Black people or what have you, and they'll say, well, we need this and we need that. It's never what we need. It's always something, petty, minuscule, and silly when you get down to it. I know Tamir Rice's mother is asking for LeBron James, or it's been in the news that she's asking LeBron James to stand up and speak on behalf of her son, or maybe do some type of protest or whatever. To be honest, I don't have all the details of what she actually wants this man to do, but she's asking him to, take a stand with her against the injustice that was done to her baby. I can understand that. However, in this land, on this soil, you have to make um, changes through the laws. That's what the ruling class uses, is the law. And so I figure instead of asking this celebrity, this sports entertainer to do something for me, to stand up for me, get the laws changed. Go and talk to your politicians. Go and, you know, hold rallies or whatever until someone listens outside of these government buildings or something, you know. Go and um, get the laws changed. Find out why the police seem to be right now just on a rampage against black people. That's what we need. That's the unity that we need right now. For us to get together and find out what is going on with, I mean, somebody needs to give us some answers as to why we're being completely attacked by the police right now. And the marching, the praying, the crying is not going to get the answer. We need an answer as to why this is being done. What laws, what type of training, what type of whatever is um, so wrong that cops are just, I mean, we know something has gone on. You know, we're not stupid. We know something has gone on. Something different, some new word has come down. And that's what we need to know. That's what we need to get to the bottom of, you know. We need to stop the praying, crying, and marching. Seriously, we need to stop the praying, crying, and marching. We need to organization now. Stop praying, crying, and marching, and organize now. That's what we need. Now, we don't need a leader. We don't need a leader. The leaders have not worked. We've done it. We tried it. From the plantation to them setting up the preachers and setting up this official and setting up this. Even the NAACP, we find out, is a whole straight white Jewish organization when you finally get to the bottom of it. Most of these leaders, really just about all of them who they have picked and appointed to stand and be with us, have been appointed by them, given by them. They've told them what to say, they told them how to say it, and they are nothing but a black face with a white mind to continue to keep us down, under control, under their feet, and nothing's ever going to happen. And once again, you're left with hope. Got a big bag full of bright colored hope. And when you get down, like I said, to the bottom of it, they're stealing money, they're giving you lies, wishing in one hand, hoping in another. That's what you get when you're done with all of this. And that goes from the Islamic Muslim leaders to the Christian leaders, to the political leaders, to the community leaders. They're all a bunch of BS, being controlled by the ruling class for us. And it's time out for that. We've been doing that too long. I mean, they say when you continue to do the same thing over and over and over, it's called insanity. Well, we're a bunch of insane people. We need to drop that and do something else and come together on another kind of way, a whole nother tactic of dealing with our own selves. You know, laws work for them. Political leaders and spokespersons and all that works for them, because they are they're not the majority, but because they are the ruling class. That system works for them. That system is not going to work for us, because it's not meant to work for us. I mean, if it's not meant to work for you, why would I give you somebody that's going to help you, that's going to liberate you, that's going to get you out of the mess that you're in? Why would I do that? You would have to do that on your own. You know, that's like me asking someone to go to school for me, go to college for me, get a car for me, get a house for me, and then at the end of it all, I'm going to go and live in it, and everything, my life's going to be wonderful and happy and beautiful. And it's not going to happen. That person is going to take all that stuff for themselves. If they did it, they established it, it's going to go to them. And they just learn how to be better liars, better tricksters, and better manipulators, you know? So, bottom line to this video, do we need leaders? No, we don't need leaders. We don't need leaders. We need organization. We need community. We need family. And we need to come together in some form of unity in order to organize better. When we look at what's going on in when the ruling class organizes, it's well thought out, it's well planned out. They have their secret meetings. You don't know where they are, but somewhere along the way, when you're watching Empire, they're somewhere organizing and making plans and so forth. We don't do that. We continue to watch Empire and laugh and go to church and play around as if we're in some type of a game. And it's not a game. And if it is a game, it's the game that they're planning on winning, period. You're going to lose, they're going to win. That's the plan. So, as I said, we need to come up with something better. We are seeing so many of these leaders now. Now it's starting in this so-called conscious community. These leaders are being exposed for lying, for stealing people's stuff, for giving them a bunch of pipe dreams, for just straight taking their money, for being frauds, for double talking themselves, and it just continues to go on. Black people just keep looking for a savior. We keep looking for a savior. There is no savior. You have to save yourself. There is no savior. I mean, there is no white man on a horse that's going to fly out of heaven and save us. That's not going to happen. And I can understand the frustration. I can understand the lies and the fairy tales that we have been given for centuries that we will believe it. We believe it. But I had to finally, come to a realization that there's no white man in the sky on a horse that's going to come and take us to dinner in heaven. It's just not going to happen. It's a big fairy tale that's a lie. And when you hear it like that, it should make you say, that just sounds silly, And I'm not telling you not to believe in anything. I'm not telling you to believe what I believe. I'm not telling you that there is no creator. There is no whatever you want to call God. But what I'm telling you is we're in a state of we need to get out of La La Land. We need to get out of fairy tales. And we need to put on our big girl shoes and socks, big boy shoes and socks. And we need to learn some history, learn their history, learn our history. Look at tactics, look at what's been working, what hasn't been working. Trust yourself, trust your own mind. I have a video talking about learning how to trust your own self. If it don't look right, if it don't smell right, if it don't act right or whatever, it's not right. And we can see, but we keep holding on to these fantasies. We keep holding on to, one day. It's not one day, it's now, it's today. Now, today, we need to do something now, today, somewhere. We need to stop being so divided. Plain and simple. This last thing, when we got off the boats, all those slaves getting off the boats, what's the first thing they did? They didn't give us nice, pretty names and nice, pretty clothes and tell us that, they didn't start trying to comb our hair and make us like little baby dolls. No. They start saying, the man go over here, the mom go over there, the children go over there. Separation, divide and conquer. That's what they did. That was the tactic. That was the war strategy. Divide and conquer. And so now here we are, all these centuries later, divided and basically a conquered people. Because there is no more unity. We don't trust each other. Black people don't trust each other. Too many of us are still holding on to this fairy tale of the American dream. We're still holding on to, we can be what they can be. We look at the cars and the houses and the schools and the nice suburbs and, I want that. Not realizing that we can have so much more than what they've given us. The Most High, the Creator, the life itself has given us everything to enjoy freely. It gave us free land, free water, free. Nobody put the rules and stipulations and regulations on the world except for those who are in the ruling class. We had the freedom of the world to do and be whatever you want to be. But because of their rules, stipulations and everything, the world is in the state that it's in. But we could have way more than what we are given by them. And we need to think about that. We need to go somewhere within ourselves and realize who, you know, we are and who we are going to be as a people, and come together in some type of unity. So until the next video, I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much. Comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.